Alright, it's time for my... Actually, you know, I don't know. I'm not sure if Jamie was my favorite character in the game, or if he was my second favorite character in the game, but he was up there. This guy was insanely fun. So, like, halfway through this beta, I'm not gonna lie, I was a little disappointed because the game was amazing, but I didn't like Ken that much. So the only character I really liked was Ryu. And then I played this guy. This dude right here. This is my first ever match with him right here. I do have a lot more footage. I might have another day or two worth of upload for this guy. So I have like 1 or 2 more videos left, maybe even 3 for this guy. He wasn't my best character, but he was maybe the character I had the most fun with. You could do anything with this guy. This guy had so much sauce, and I think his drink system was really easy to understand, and I was able to memorize all the moves within just like 1 match, pretty much. This guy was... He's fun. He's fun. If you are a fan of Yoon or Yang, this is the guy you want to play. This is the guy you want to play. He has a ton of moves from them, but more importantly, he's his own character as well. And he does, let me think. No, Chun-Li can, but she always could. So he's the only character besides Chun-Li that can combo after his super. That's some Yoon and Yang stuff right there. It's just cool. I just love how much they how much attention they put in him. How, like, because his lore is that he's a Yoon and Yang fanboy, pretty much, and you can just feel it. You could feel it in this character. It was so great. Just the evolution of those two is just in this guy, and it's great. And it does like, all of his animations are pretty much unique. He has, I don't know what that move is called that like Yoon has, where like he like jumps forward with a punch. I forget what it's called. It's his square circle forward punch move. Jamie has that, but it looks completely different and it acts completely different too. Like, it's so sick. This character was just, even if he wasn't my favorite character, which I'm not sure if he was definitely my favorite character in just terms of the way they designed him. He's just flawless. He's not like Luke at all. I feel like Luke was pretty bad in this game, and just like he played like he did in Street Fighter V. There wasn't that much difference. This guy feels perfect. He feels like the next step of Street Fighter. This guy. He took 2 old characters, combined them together, and added new stuff. It's amazing. And he's the same way I feel about Ryu, because Ryu is also evolved from this game. He's kind of like classic Ryu mixed with evil Ryu mixed with Gouken. And you could feel that in Ryu, and you can feel the evolution of Yoon and Yang and Jamie. And it was so much fun to play as. It was great. I would say I put maybe 3 hours into Jamie. I put probably like 7 hours into Ryu and probably like 3 hours into Jamie. Definitely my 2 most played characters by a lot. I played Guile for about an hour, and I played Luke for about an hour. And I played Ken for maybe close to 2 hours, but I wasn't feeling Ken that much. But I don't know if I do it in this video, but I do eventually learn it. But like, the combos you can do after his super, after his level 3 are just crazy. It's just so much fun. I hope they don't take anything away from him, because he didn't feel overpowered, but he felt good. So I hope they don't take anything away. It was just a great time playing this guy. Oh, maybe I do it here. I might combo after the super here. Let's see. I might drop it though, because like Yeah, I dropped it. This is my first ever set with this character, so I wasn't used to the timing yet. See, because when I first started, I thought, oh, you had to do the move after the super ends. No, you kind of have to start getting ready during the super. Like, it's very fast timing. Almost as if the super is a normal that you're trying to cancel into a special. It's kind of like that, pretty much. Also, pretty rare Chun-Li gameplay. You didn't see too much of her this beta. Oh yeah, and that EX like punch I'm doing, I don't know if I have it in this video, but it went through a fireball before, and I haven't been able to replicate that since. I don't know if it was a glitch, but my quarter circle back EX punch went through a fireball once. I forget who. Maybe I was fighting Ken, or maybe it was this Chun-Li here. I don't remember, but it went through a fireball, and I tried using it like that, like tried using it to beat fireballs, and it never worked ever again. So I don't know what I did, but it was cool the one time, and then it got me killed a bunch of other times because it just wasn't happening. Man, Jamie's animations are so sick, dude. Just the way he walks when he's fully drunk. They pop up so hard with this character, it's insane. I can't wait for the new characters in this game. Not gonna lie, this game might have a better roster than even Third Strike. Because, like, in Third Strike, a lot of characters in that game, well, every single character in Third Strike was new besides Akuma, Ryu, Chun-Li, and Ken. I think, like, and the characters that are in that game became iconic, right? They became legendary. I think this game is approaching the same path. If Jamie is any indicator for how the newcomers in this game are gonna play, oh man, we're gonna eat good, boys. We're gonna eat good. I just can't wait. If any of these characters are half as fun as Jamie, then this might be the best Street Fighter launch roster of all time. And it only has, what, like 10 returning characters or something like that? So almost half the roster is new. It's gonna be a good one, boys. It's gonna be a good one. Because, you know, Street Fighter V, not gonna lie, pretty lame. It had characters like Ed in it, and Falk, and I'm forgetting who else was in that game, honestly. Pretty lame characters. Street Fighter 4 had some okay ones. Seth was cool, I guess. It was okay. And then Third Strike just considered the best when it comes to just like the new roster. They just completely wiped everyone off the roster and made a new one, and it was amazing. At the time, people didn't like it, but it became legendary. And I think the same thing will happen here. Yeah, it sucks that people like Makoto and Dudley are getting left out once again. I do hate that. I would love to see those characters in this game. I think it's wrong what they've done to... I'm gonna be honest, I truly think Blanka, Dhalsim, and E Honda should not be in this game. I truly 100% feel that way. And I'm always going to feel that way, even if they are perfect for this game. I'm always going to feel like they were a waste of character slots. And I do think we should have had Dudley and Makoto at least in this game. I'm sorry, but I think the roster in this beta was perfect. But I do think Blanka, Dhalsim, and E Honda are going to be blemishes on the roster. I'm sorry. They were never fun, and they never will be, okay? And that's just how it is. I'm sorry if you feel differently, but they're lame, alright? And they're in every single Street Fighter game. They can afford to miss one. And I always hated that about Street Fighter. It's like the Street Fighter 2 roster has to be in the game. Has to be in the game. Like, no, it doesn't. the actual cool Street Fighter characters are never in the game, right? DJ is in this game finally, but it took them how long, you know? And then we have to still get Blanca, Dhalsim, and E Honda on top of that? Like, no. It should have been at least Fei Long and DJ instead of them. So, I would have even taken Bison again, honestly. I'm just so sick of those 3 characters. They're so lame. I never thought they were cool. And I always thought Blanca was a funny joke character, which he is. And he seems to be better. By the way, that Guile was probably the best one I played in the whole beta. Yeah, I'm just sick of the Street Fighter 2 roster. Sick of it. They don't even have any Street Fighter Alpha characters in this game, pretty much. So, yeah, sick of it. That's the one thing that sucks about this game, is that those character slots are just gone for me. I'm never gonna touch them. Unless they become the best characters in the game, then I'll play them for competitive reasons, but other than that, I'm never gonna touch them. So, it is how it is, I guess. I think Akuma should have been in over them, too. But, yeah, the roster for me was very disappointing once I found out those guys were in it. But then all of a sudden, I played Jamie, and my thoughts just changed. Because, like, I'm like, oh, we have a bunch of Street Fighter 2 characters and a bunch of new characters that are going to be lame. So the roster, I mean, I was always hyped for this game, but the roster was disappointing for me. And then, boom, I played Jamie, and I'm like, oh, these new characters can be amazing. These new characters have potential to be the most fun Street Fighter characters of all time. So, I'm more optimistic about the roster now that I played one of the new characters and I was able to see they ain't playing around. They are not playing around. So I'm just hype. I'm hype. So the Street Fighter 2 characters are less of a blow for me now. Anyways, random videos, you know, just talk about stuff. As always on this channel. I have more Jamie gameplay, and I know I have more Ryu gameplay, so, you know, look out for that. And, yeah, you can sub if you want, you know, that's your thing. Getting beat up by Jerry here, you know how it is. And, you know, peace, I guess. I always make these random rant videos pretty much, but, you know, whatever, we're just gonna go with it. Yeah.
Yeah, hey, there I do this, never fear losing. And when I get up in the game, y'all be improving. A real problem, but I solve them all fast proof. And if you think I'm gon' fold, then you talking fool. Yeah, y'all wanna win, let me spin, boy. I'm done inside, I'm super fly like I'm hanging off the rim, boy. I've been winning for my kinfolk, and I put on for my city from the intro. Let's go.
I put that time in, my pride is out the roof, I get that grind in. So I'ma tell the truth, I get my grind on. You know the pressure make all of these diamonds. I tell them get back, step back, fast track, big lap, big facts. I'm past that, yeah. I'm trying to get ahead, get out the way. Now move forward, stand back, now break away. I'm about to bring it on. I ain't never backing